Hey, what's up, everybody? Stomach35 here, bringing you an audio commentary about the first ever game I played online a whole lot, like really into it. It was back when like the PS3 first came out. Like I know there was like I had the PS2 and there was a few games you could play online on the PS2, but you need like an adapter, connector, or whatever to get internet on that. And I didn't really feel like buying one, all that stuff, so I never really played online at all on the PS2. I never heard of online gaming until now around when the PS3 came out. That's when I got the launch title for it, Resistance 3. It was pretty much like the first game I played online. As a matter of fact, I think it was also like the first M-rated game I ever played too. I don't think I played any M-rated games until Resistance 3 or until Resistance Fall of Man. But yeah, it was a launch title for the PS2, and I loved the crap out of the game. It was insanely fun. Like the story mode was really good. And the online, it was a blast. Like, that was the first game I'd ever played online for, and I just had a blast with it. It was fun. So many memories of that game. Like it was well balanced too. Like I'm sitting here right now, I can't think of any gun in that game that was even remotely overpowered. Like there's one gun in the game that had the potential to be overpowered. It was called like the Arc Charger, but Insomniac Games had it balanced so well that you never had to worry about it. It was this gun that you could pick up and like shoot like arcs of electricity that would drain your health really fast if you're not careful with it, but you couldn't spam the trigger with it. Like if you try to spam the trigger with it too fast, it'd end up overheating and it wouldn't kill the person. So you had to sit there and time your shots to the trigger in order to make it where it wouldn't overheat, because it would overheat really fast if you weren't careful and just try to spam the trigger to kill someone. But the game was really balanced. I mean, imagine something like that in the game nowadays. It wouldn't be balanced. It'd probably be the most OP gun in the game if something like that were to be put in video games nowadays. Like, developers just don't understand the concept of balance that much anymore or something. But yeah, the game was all equal too. It was one of those games back when, like, everyone had the same gun. You had to like go around and pick up their weapons. Like, if you were the humans, you start out with like the M5A2 carbine, and if you're the Chimera, you start out with a bullseye. Everyone all had their standard guns. And what you could do was you could like run around the map and like pick up the your weapons, and have like this weapon wheel thing where you could hold more than one weapon in your inventory. Just like hold down the weapon wheel button to like manually select which gun you had. It was really awesome. I wish games would go back to that sometimes. That's kind of a ruin Uncharted 3 for me. Like, Uncharted 2, everyone started out with the AK and you ran around and picked up your weapons. I really like that about games a lot more. Same with Halo 3. But yeah, the game was insanely fun. Like I just have memories of just sitting there playing that game for like hours and hours on end online in story mode, just owning. Like I was really good at it too. Like I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like I don't know. I just like after playing it for a while, I got really good at it. It was awesome. Like it was awesome. Like I'd play and then like I'd have like those really beast games, and then like afterwards you get like an invite for like a party invite or whatever. I was like, dude, this is awesome. The game was insanely fun. It was well balanced. I had a ton of fun playing it. Like I was so many memories of that game, just like getting really good at it and just beasting on kids with it. Like I wish I had I wish I had some recording equipment back when I played Resistance Fallen Man, because those matches were hilariously fun. Like there's these even ribbons you can get in the game by doing certain things. Like I can't remember. I think I was the max rank in that game. I think so. I can't really remember, but there's like some ribbons in there you can get for one like called Target Bomber, which is like you basically like direct impact someone with a grenade in that game. Like if you threw a grenade at someone, it takes some time to blow up, but like if you landed the grenade perfectly, like if you made the grenade like land in between their feet as they're walking, it like blow up faster and kill them instantly, and then you get a target bomber medal. It'd be funny seeing their body just like cartwheel through the air. Like the humans got the frag grenades and the Chimera got the hedgehog, but you could like run around and pick up different grenade types. And like I said before, every gun in the game was balanced. There was not one unbalanced, overpowered thing in the game. There was this flamethrower type weapon in the game called the Dragon that could kill the Chimera a lot faster, but it could kill a Chimera faster, but it was really weak. That was the thing about it, and you could like easily end up killing yourself with it more than them. So it's kind of like a risk reward type thing with it. But like, I had some really fun times on that game. I had like um some really I had some really fun times in that game. I met some really cool people on there, just like playing and shit. I didn't even have a mic back then. Like, I just played. I was just the guy that just played, and then like his skills did all the talking. It was awesome. Like, you'd play a match, and then you get like 2 freaking party invites. I'm not even kidding. It was great. But that game was just so much fun. And then like, it seems like afterwards, Insomniac just like went downhill more and more with the Resistance games online. Like, Resistance 2, like, I heard not very many people liked Resistance 2's multiplayer, but I actually liked it. It was, yeah, I kind of missed like how it was simplified it was in Resistance Fallen Man, because that was like the best one. But Resistance 2 had a few good improvements on it that I actually liked about the game. The 8-player co-op was fun. The competitive online was fun too, with like the addition of like I can't remember what they were called, like the Berserks. Yeah, that's what they were called, the Berserks. They had the Berserks, they were pretty cool. I don't remember any being overpowered. Well, there probably was, because that game, like, it was okay, but it had a lot of balance issues compared to the first one. Like, the Wraith is just stupid overpowered. That gun kills you instantly. Like, you go on Resistance 2 nowadays, if anyone's still playing that game, they're using the Wraith. Like, that's all you'll get killed by is that gun. They've never fixed it, and never will fix it too, unfortunately. And Resistance 3, that game's online was just a big fat disappointment to me. That I could not find anything fun in Resistance 3's multiplayer. Like, that multiplayer for that game is just broken. Like, there's no point in playing it anymore. That's why, like, since the beta, you guys haven't seen me post any more gameplays of it. Like, if you guys go back for a little bit further back in my videos, just type in like Resistance 3 beta gameplay, you'll see that I played some of the beta, which was alright, but when the full game came out, I really couldn't get into it that much. It just had too many broken, overpowered things, and like the perks that were overpowered, including this one like hazmat suit, which pretty much made you invulnerable to being bullseye tagged or any kind of explosives or anything. You were pretty much invulnerable. But yeah, I think Resistance Fallen Man's multiplayer was like the best one out of all 3 of the games. Resistance 2's was okay, Resistance 3's was just a big fat disappointment that I really never understand what Insomniac was trying to do. I think they were trying to copy COD, and that's what happens when game companies try to copy COD all the time. It just ends up failing. But that's my little commentary about, like the first ever online game I played. I spent hours on that game. It was fun. Enjoyed it thoroughly. But leave a comment in the you guys leave some comments in the thing down there and tell me what some of you guys' first online game you ever played was, and how much fun you had with it, or how much fun you may not have had, sometimes. And then, oh yeah, there's another thing, like back when I first played Resistance Fallen Man, I had like really crappy internet. Like, you have no idea. Like, my internet was so bad. We had like this old modem, like I can't remember what it was called, but it was like the crappiest modem you could ever buy. It disconnected when you did anything. Like, I'm not even kidding. If the telephone rang, it disconnected. If someone was standing in between like the room where the modem was at and like the room where my PS3 was at the time, it automatically just disconnect. It was terrible. I'm not even joking. I swear, one time before, like, I was playing and someone used the microwave and it disconnected me off the game because someone used the microwave. I was in the middle of killing this guy that was a chimera, and then he stopped moving and I stopped moving. It was a disconnection, and then like someone turned the microwave on, and then that was it. It was gone. Like, I had such terrible internet back then. It was crazy. But the times it did work, I had some real fun times on that game. I don't think very many people play Resistance Fallen Man anymore. As a matter of fact, I heard that people that do play it still just play nothing but custom games where it's like one-shot kills with shotguns. I have no idea where that came from or why people even want to play that, but I really miss the old days back on Resistance 1. That was some fun stuff right there. That was like the most fun I've had with the multiplayer game in a long time. Then like the next game that came after that had like insane amounts of fun with was Killzone 2. I put hours and hours into that game. I stayed up for like 5 hours the first few times playing it. I was so addicted, it was crazy. But I think this has gone on long enough. Like I said earlier, leave some comments telling me what some of you guys' first ever online games were and how you guys liked it or may have disliked it. That's SlimMax35, and I'm out. Please don't forget to leave a rating, comment, and subscribe. Peace.